For weeks, social media has been exploding with one claim. A new law is changing Social Security payment dates in 2026. But here's the truth. No one is telling you. There is no new law. Nothing has changed in Congress. And yet, millions will still see different payment dates next year. That contradiction is exactly why this video matters. Most Americans don't realize that the dates they rely on every month are controlled by a rule created almost 30 years ago. A rule that silently shifts payments forward whenever a weekend or federal holiday gets in the way. And in 2026, those shifts will create confusion, panic, and misleading headlines all over again. Before we go deeper, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. This channel breaks down every Social Security update in clear, simple language, without the fear-based nonsense you see online. Now, stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how the payment system really works, why the dates move even without a new law, and how to prepare so you don't get caught by surprise next year. So, when do Social Security payments actually show up in your account? It seems like it should be a simple question, right? But if you've been online lately, you might be a little confused. Today, we're going to cut through all that noise and explain the system that governs when millions of Americans get their benefits. Maybe you've seen a headline like this or scrolled past a video making some pretty alarming claims. They suggest a brand new law is completely changing the payment schedule. It sounds super urgent. But what's really going on here? So, is this some huge legislative change we need to worry about, or is it something else entirely? We're about to separate the sensational hype from the actual kind of boring mechanics of the system. All right, let's just clear the air right now. Despite all the online chatter, there is no new law changing when Social Security payments are sent out. The rumors you might have seen are just, well, they're not true. So, here's the key. The payment changes that people are noticing aren't from some new rule. They are totally predictable adjustments that are dictated by a system that has been in place for a very, very long time. To really get why the dates sometimes shift, first we need to understand how the standard payment schedule is built. It's actually a very organized system designed to efficiently handle payments for tens of millions of people. The system is actually super straightforward, and it all boils down to your birthday. Take a look. If you were born between the 1st and the 10th of any month, your payment arrives on the second Wednesday. If your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th, you get paid on the third Wednesday. And for everyone born from the 21st onward, your day is the fourth Wednesday of the month. Simple, right? And get this isn't some newfangled system. This birthday payment method has been the standard way of doing things since way back in May of 1997. That means it's been working just like this for nearly 3 decades now. Of course, there are a couple of important exceptions. If you started getting your Social Security benefits before that May 1997 cutoff, or if you also received Supplemental Security Income, that's SSI, then you're on a different schedule. For these groups, the payment date is always the 3rd of each month, no matter when your birthday is. Okay? So, if the schedule is that consistent, why on earth do the dates sometimes change? This is where all the confusion comes from. But the reason is a very specific and logical rule about weekends and federal holidays. And this right here is the secret sauce. The rule is simple. If your normal payment day, whether it's the 3rd of the month or a particular Wednesday, lands on a weekend or a federal holiday when the banks are closed, the SSA doesn't make you wait. Nope. Instead, they issue the payment on the last business day before that date. Here's a perfect example to make it crystal clear. Let's say your payment is scheduled for the 4th Wednesday of December, which happens to be December 25th, Christmas Day. Since that's a federal holiday, the payment would instead be sent out on Tuesday, December 24th. You get your money a day early. Not bad. And this happens predictably all year long. You can expect these kinds of early payments during major holiday periods like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and also around those long holiday weekends for Memorial Day, the 4th of July, and Labor Day. Alright, so what does this actually mean for you and your money? Understanding the real-world impact of these date shifts is really important for financial planning. This brings us to the single most important question a lot of people have. When the day changes, does the amount of money I receive also change? And the answer is a big emphatic no. The timing of your payment has absolutely zero impact on the amount of your benefit. Whether it arrives on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, the dollar amount is exactly the same. Any changes to your benefit amount are driven by the annual cost of living adjustment, or COA. This is a totally separate process that accounts for inflation, and it usually takes effect in January. It's easy to see how people might confuse the two, but just remember, payment timing and benefit amount are completely unrelated. How quickly you get your hands on the money also depends on your delivery method. For most people with direct deposit, the funds just appear in your account on the scheduled payment date. But if you still get paper checks, remember that the payment date is when the check is mailed, not when it arrives. Postal service delays could mean waiting a few extra days. You know, getting paid early sounds great, but it can create a small challenge. If you have automatic bill payments set to come out on your usual deposit day, an early Social Security payment could throw off your budget just a little bit if you aren't prepared for it. So, how can you stay on top of these changes and plan accordingly? The key is to rely on official sources, not on those sensational online rumors. The Social Security Administration provides two excellent tools for this. First, they publish an official payment calendar every single year on their website, which already has all the weekends and holidays is factored in. Second, you can create a personal My Social Security account online to see your specific payment dates and benefit information directly from the source. So, in the end, the system isn't in chaos. It's predictable. The payment schedule is a decades-old system that's designed to be reliable. And those date changes you see online, they aren't a problem. They're actually the system working exactly as it's supposed to, making sure you get your money on time every time. Now that you've seen the full picture, it's clear why so many people get confused. The calendar changes, but the law never did. And that gap between perception and reality is what creates panic every single year. The 1997 rule still defines everything: who gets paid on which Wednesday, who gets paid on the 3rd, and how the system responds when banks close for holidays. Nothing about that structure is new, but the practical consequences feel new to people who suddenly receive their money earlier than expected. And that's where most problems begin. Early payments can stretch the gap to the next month, cause budgeting stress, and disrupt automatic bill payments. But once you understand the pattern, once you know why the date moves, you can anticipate the shift instead of being blindsided. 2026 won't introduce new laws, hidden reforms, or surprise cuts, but it will include several moments where payments fall near weekends or major holidays. And that means more early deposits and more confusion for anyone who isn't prepared. So take a moment to review your payment category, check your birth date group, and look at the official SSA calendar. And remember, the amount you receive does not change just because the date does. If you found this breakdown helpful, stay connected. We release updated analyses, payment alerts, and clear explanations every week, always based on verified SSA data.
Hello there. Are you currently navigating the complexities of retirement, or perhaps rapidly approaching that significant life milestone? The Retiree's Handbook is your dedicated YouTube guide for all retirement and pension news right here in the United States. It's crucial to stay informed about your financial future. We cover understanding pension benefits and maximizing your Social Security, ensuring you have the knowledge you need. Our channel provides actionable financial tips for retirees, helping you confidently make the most of your golden years. Don't miss vital information that impacts your peace of mind. Join our growing community today. Thank you for watching. Your financial security and retirement is incredibly important, and we're here to help you every step. Please subscribe to the Retiree's Handbook channel to never miss our latest updates and valuable insights. Join our community for continuous support, future pension news, and helpful resources to empower your retirement journey.